Right. Court order scams used to steal homes, savings, businesses, cars, and children. I've got a live example, and I hope it can bring attention of the public to this issue, which is plaguing the country. And as I understand it, it's a global matter. Trust the cleaner to come around with the Hoover when I start the live video. But anyway, I received this document from the court. It says order for recovery award, and it's addressed to me there. And it says here in the county court at Oxford, it's got a claim number there, and the applicant is the Lord Chancellor. And it's got my name there as a respondent. Then it's got a seal, which is not a court seal. That little button stamp there is saying the county court is not a court seal. A court seal has a date in the middle. So there's some intent there for deception. So let's go in the document a little bit more. It says here on the 19th of March, a proper officer. Now, only a judge can make an order. A proper officer is somebody who is like a messenger who delivers documents and serves documents and that sort of thing. So, sitting in the county court at Oxford, it says here, proper officer considered the application and the award was made to the applicant on the 25th of July 2015 by Harrow Magistrates Court on the reference number 5043477. Now, number one, there is no court called Harrow Magistrates Court. That court doesn't exist. And it says on the reference number. A court doesn't work on reference numbers. It's got to be a court case number or a claim number. So the applicant may enforce. Say enforce, that means they can send bad guys around like bailiffs and all that. Cost. The respondent may pay the applicant's sorry, I'm distracted by some of the comments. Thank you very much. Yeah, but pay the applicant cost in the application, which will be added to the amount under the award. So it goes on to say there's an unpaid award and there's a court fee of £44. Now we wrote to the solicitor, Moonbeaver, and asked for a copy of the receipt for the court fee, and they said they don't recognize this court case number at all. So they want to charge interest. So they, if I have any queries, I must contact Moonbeaver, and it's got their phone number. Surely if I have a query with a court order, I must contact the court, not a third party. And then it has the court's address here, Oxford County Court, blah, blah, blah. Produced by Susan Wicks or Wikes, 056, which I take it is that the court's court number. I don't know. So N322. So the other issue, I've never received any proceedings from this regarding this matter. And like I said, I'll probably repeat a couple more times. The solicitors confirmed they don't recognize this court case number. I mean, look at the way it's written in. like somebody has just squeezed in Ox here, like for Oxford, but this is a totally strange thing. And the Lord Chancellor, the legal aid agency. Now this matter, I've raised a complaint to all the authorities that someone's claiming legal aid in my name. I've never instructed anybody at this court to claim legal aid. I've even brought it up to the head of the Ministry of Justice via my MP, Teresa Villiers. So how the Lord Chancellor is making an application to the court for legal aid, which I've never applied for or I never signed anything for, and the company claiming it is called ABV Solicitors. I don't know who they are at all. And I've raised it with all the bailiffs, all the authorities, all the legal aid agency, and here they come saying they have a court order. So let's just see here. So there was a decision here, not a judgment, a decision. 25th of July, 2015. I don't know what that is. So there again, the name of the court, Harrow Magistrates Court. Such a court don't exist. Reference number again. This reference number is not a court case number. Court don't work on reference number. So there's some scam running here. By the way, for your information, I had written confirmation from the Hendon Magistrates Court that no information was ever laid against me. So that's another issue for another day. But this is what's going on here. Name of the applicant, the Lord Chancellor. Again, using the name of the Lord Chancellor. Solicitors Moonbeaver. When I googled Moonbeaver, the main shareholder seems to be what's that bailiff company called? Rosendales. It's all the same people owning each other, so that they're the solicitor. It says here the address is the Legal Aid Agency, Nottingham, NG1 2AS. So that's the Lord Chancellor. But look at this email address, ccmt@rosendales.com. Have you ever seen anything like that in your life? So the Rosendales is answering on behalf of the Lord Chancellor. That's what it seems to be. I wonder if the Lord Chancellor knows about it. If, by the way, the Lord Chancellor did ask Barnet County Court to answer my question if there was any judgment against me or any fees paid. And the court replied that there was no judgment against me. So how can the Lord Chancellor be coming a couple of years later, allegedly making a claim in the court on a case number that is not a court case number? So they go back here, the amount of the decision settlement including cost. So we come back here, in the cost is a court fee. So they're charging me a court fee that the solicitor says, Moonbeaver, they don't know anything about this case number and they can't produce a receipt for this court fee, and neither can the court. So I certify that I have the applicant, no boxes ticked there. And I've offered them the money. They can have whatever money you like. I've always offered them, providing you can give me you substantiate your claim. Blah, blah, blah. So, signed, there's a signature there, the applicant solicitor, but there's no name there. I mean, whose ID does this match? Whose photo ID does this elaborate signature that you find similar ones on Nigerian letters. Whose photo ID does that match? It says Graham Smith. Okay, Mr. Graham Smith, I want to know if that's your signature. So it goes on, and then the address on this letter, it says East Barney. There's no place called East Barney. You know, we live in East Barnet, and there is no postcode called 8AP. So how can we be served? Is this an error, or is it a scam? I mean, they took my flat, and on the writ, the fake High Court writ, it's got rent close when it's supposed to be rent cold, and now the bailiff is saying it doesn't recognize the address. So these things that might look like typing errors, they can be devious, done with intent. So this is a contribution order. Using the word order, well, there's nothing here that's an order of the court. So it says here there was something about the Crown Court, but the documentation says Harrow Magistrates Court. So how can it be the Crown Court? And then it says monthly contribution of £635. So at £635 a month, it'd be a huge amount of money, not 1,500. Yeah. So they're gonna charge me interest. They're gonna charge me interest on the court fee that they never paid. At 6%. I thought the statutory interest was 8%, but that's by the by. And then this is signed off. Yours sincerely, designated officer. I mean, who on earth is a designated officer? What the capacity? Is it a man or woman, or the cleaner? What's happening here? Who? You know, the reason they don't do this is fraud, because nobody will be prepared to sign their name to something like this. So there you have it. I hope you can learn something from investigating these documentation. So far, I haven't paid them a penny. I'm asking them all the questions. It's a serious crime, and we want the authorities to prosecute, you know, investigate, and press charges. Thank you very much. Have a great day.